Royal Rumble. So adjust the lighting here a little bit. As you can see, a little bit of the room. Yes, a little bit of the room will be shown in this video. But yeah, guys, Royal Rumble. Um, 2022 did just go down, and yeah, I'm gonna be going over in this live stream. I'm gonna be going play by play of the matches that we saw, the superstars that we saw, the Rumble matches that we saw. Um, yeah, I do know all the results and everything about the show, so I'm gonna be going over all that in this video, or in this live stream, I should say. Just adjust that. Hold on one sec, guys. There we go. But yeah, guys, we are going to be jumping on this right away. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about the Royal Rumble in this video. And, I don't know how I feel about the show. It just wasn't, like, my friend put it perfectly. Wrestling Figure Mania, who's in the chat? Oh my gosh, look at this. $2 donut from Wrestling Figure Mania. He says, whack, terrible Rumble. I could agree to an extent. But he put it perfectly when he was here. He said, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just mid. It was the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? It was just wasn't anything special. Starting off with the opening match that we saw. I'm gonna be going play by play of the entire show right now, starting now. I just want to adjust this lighting. I don't know why it looks so bad. Normally it looks a little better. Hold on. If it's directly on me, let's see if that changes anything. Oh yeah, that's a little better. Dang. Hold on a minute. Mediocre lighting, I know. Oh no, I think you're talking about the pay-per-view. Never mind. Or maybe no light. Brighten up my screen on my computer. Oh, I like that. Okay, starting off first with the opening match of the show. It was Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in the opening match. As you can tell, Royal Rumble shirt. Look at that. Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, opening match of the night. I thought this was so odd. Starting off the show with the Universal Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. I loved the build up to this match so much. I loved it so much, and there's only one plus that comes out of this, which I will get into. But yeah, the match, before the match gets going, Roman Reigns enters first as the Universal Champion. As the champion normally enters after the challenger. Don't worry, guys, we're going to get all the Rumbles. We're going to get all that junk, so definitely stay tuned. So Reigns enters. He does his head of the table entrance and all that. It's always awesome. Loved it. Seth Rollins enters to the Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield. He entered to the Shield theme song. He entered through the crowd with Shield gear on. Dude, yes, Seth Rollins entered the crowd with Shield gear on. Dude, I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, dude, what if Mox or Dean Ambrose just walks right up next to him? Oh my God, could you imagine? Ricky Rivas, shout out to my man with the $1 donut. Appreciate it, my man. Always tuning in here. Big support of the channel. Shout out to Ricky Rivas. But yeah, I really thought Mox was just, well, I didn't think it, but like in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, what if Mox walked right up next side to Seth Rollins? But yeah, Seth Rollins entered to the Shield music. He came out with Shield gear on. I loved it. He was in the head of Roman Reigns, and I loved it. But yeah, so the match gets going. Match is very awesome. Love the match. Very close kickouts. Like 1, 2, 2.9 kickouts for both Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, which I loved. We saw a spear reversal into a pedigree, which I loved. We saw a curb stomp from Seth, and that's where that 2.9 kickout happened. I really freaking thought that Seth had Roman pinned after he hit that curb stomp. It was like 1, 2, it was literally 3. Reigns barely got the shoulder up. I was like, oh my God, that was literally new Universal Champion. Oh my God. So I enjoyed the kickouts. I enjoyed the match up until the bull crap ending. So we had oh my gosh, why am I tripping? Okay, yeah, so Roman Reigns, he had the guillotine locked in, and then it didn't look like Seth Rollins was going to be able to get to the ropes because, like, his arm was, like, extended, but, like, he couldn't reach the ropes, and then he passed out. His arm passes out, and I'm like, oh my God, no, Seth Rollins is going to pass out to the guillotine. Don't end the match like this. Don't do this. But then the ref lifted up his arm and then dropped it right on the rope. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I thought that was so cool. I really enjoyed that. But then Roman Reigns just got so pissed. He's like, oh my gosh, no, this is not happening. And Roman Reigns just kept the guillotine locked in. Disqualification. Yeah. Disqualification. Great show. I don't know if I could agree with you, my man. I'll talk about my full show like results at the end, but like my like rating for it. But yeah, so he passes out, or he technically passed out Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins got to the ropes, and then Reigns just couldn't take it. He just kept the guillotine locked in. Disqualification. Reigns loses technically to Seth Rollins. So technically I got that prediction right, but I did say that Seth was going to leave with the Universal title, which I was a little disappointed by because he didn't, obviously. Roman Reigns ended up retaining the belt, and then Reigns got a steel chair, brought it into the ring, and similar, very similar to the Shield breaking up, he hit Rollins with the chair. Rollins fell very similar how Roman Reigns did into the bottom rope, which I thought was wicked. I loved the callback. And then he just started beating up Seth Rollins just like Seth Rollins did to Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley all those many years ago. So I thought that was cool. But it's just the fact that they gave us that whack ending in the beginning, it just did not get me. It just did not give me a good vibe going into the rest of the show. If you guys have not already, smash a like on this video. See if we get to maybe 100 likes on this vid. But yeah, I just don't think that was the right way to open up the show. I think we should have got a straight up winner right in the beginning of the show, just to give us a good vibe, sending us through the rest of the show. But I wasn't really a big fan how they ended that. So that match is definitely going to be more than likely transcended into Mania. But after I talk about what happened later, you guys are going to be like, wait, is it going to be Seth versus Roman at Mania? We will talk about it. Moving into the next match. By the way, again, I thought that match the match was good, but the ending, mid. Women's Royal Rumble. The next match was the Women's Royal Rumble, and I was into this match. I thought it wasn't too bad. We saw the classic legends come out. We saw the Bella Twins. We saw Michelle McCool. We saw Cameron. We saw Summer Rae. We saw Ivory. We saw trying to think. Oh my gosh. Who else did we see? We saw, man, I can't think. We saw Mighty Molly, who got taken out by Nikki ASH, which I thought was stupid. But of course, the superhero thing. Cameron did look pretty decent for sure. Mickie James came out with the Impact Championship, which I thought was so cool. I thought that was so wicked. Like I was thinking in my mind, like, is she gonna come out with the Women's Impact title? But she did, and I thought that was so cool. I loved that. Trying to think of some other people. Ronda Rousey made an appearance. Kelly, yes, of course. Lita, thanks Noah. Yeah, I'm just forgetting some names because I'm thinking about like the show and I'm a little frustrated on how it ended. AJ Lee, no, AJ Lee was not there. But yeah, Ronda Rousey did make her return and she ended up winning the match. The final two participants were Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, and from there, because Charlotte is the champion, so she has almost, Melina was also there, almost has like 0 chance of winning. So right at the end, I'm like, oh yeah, Ronda's got this. So my prediction was right. Michelle McCool as well, of course. My prediction was right of Ronda Rousey. That was a wild guess, but I got it. Being a return to and winning, that is definitely going on a limb and saying Ronda Rousey. But yeah, Ronda Rousey ended up winning the Rumble, and she's more than likely going to be facing Charlotte at WrestleMania 38. So that ought to be decent, I guess. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Ronda was my prediction, not necessarily the person that I wanted to win the Royal Rumble, but that was my prediction to win the Rumble. No Paige, unfortunately. But yeah. What did you guys think of the Women's Royal Rumble in the live chat? Out of 5, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, obviously. What did you guys think of the Women's Royal Rumble? Drop it down in the comments down below. 5 out of 5. So we said 2 out of 5, 4 to 5, 4 to 5, 4 to 5. I'd give it a solid 3 out of 5, I'm going to be honest. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, no Bailey, no Lacey Evans, like some people said in my comments of my vid. Yeah, Sasha Banks was number 1. I really thought Sasha Banks was going to go longer. She didn't last as much as I thought she was going to. Ronda ruined it a little bit, honestly. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Women's Royal Rumble was better than the men's, in my opinion. But it's still going to get a 3 out of 5 from me. Moving into the next match, I'm trying to go through the matches in my head right now. Moving into the next match, I believe it was Bobby Lashley versus Lesnar, wasn't it? No. The next match after that, I believe it was Doudrop versus Becky Lynch. Oh, this match was so bad. Oh my god. Dude, Becky Lynch versus Doudrop was so bad. So it was one-on-one. And I'm not just saying this because I don't like either of them. No. Trust me, I was watching the show with 4 other people. Literally. I was watching the show with 4 other people, and they all said it was bad too. So it was Doudrop versus Becky Lynch. This match was so boring. Nearly put me to sleep. It was just so boring. There was one cool spot where Doudrop did a standing senton on Becky Lynch and literally crushed Becky Lynch. I thought that was pretty cool. But as far as the rest of the match goes, she did a manhandle slam off the middle rope. It was okay. It kind of reminded me of a rock bottom off the middle rope. It was just okay. You know what I'm saying? And Becky Lynch ended up retaining, just like I said. That was way too obvious. Should have been a fatal 4-way, like I said, with Bianca, Liv, Doudrop, and Becky. It would have been way better. But yes, moving into the next match, I don't really want to focus too much on Becky and Doudrop because that match does not deserve anything to be talked about. That match was not good. Moving into the next match, it was Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar. This is a match that I was looking forward to. A lot of people said this was a dream match for them, and I was definitely looking forward to it. The entrances were cool. I love Bobby Lashley's attire. The white gear was wicked. I love not Undertaker. Brock Lesnar's little braid that he had in the back of his head. It kind of reminded us of like the Padawan, Obi-Wan Padawan from or Anakin the Padawan from Star Wars. So that was pretty cool. They both come out. And dude, this is where things start getting spicy. Okay, so this match gets going. We see some action, of course, between Lashley and Lesnar. We see a couple spears, some action on the outside. Lashley ended up going through the barricade at one point. It was, typical Lesnar match. Finisher. But dude, this is where things get spicy. Right when Lesnar looks like he's about to win, suplex after suplex after suplex after suplex. It was pretty cool to see Bobby Lashley hit some suplexes on Lesnar as well. I thought that was cool. But Brock Lesnar looks like he was about to win. I'm like, oh, Lesnar's got this one in the bag. He's going to retain just like I said, right? Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns rushes the ring. I believe he hit a Superman punch. Or was it a spear? What? Besides the fact. Roman Reigns rushes the ring, interrupts the match while the referee is down, which I might add. Referee is down. Lesnar had Lashley pinned after the F5. Roman Reigns rushes the ring. He looks at Paul Heyman after he takes down Brock Lesnar. Hands him the WWE Championship. Paul Heyman hands him the WWE Championship. Reigns nails Brock Lesnar with the WWE Championship. Reigns and Paul Heyman leave the arena together. It was all a big plan. I said this in one of my weekend reviews. Go back. One of my weekend reviews, I said this. I said that it was a big plan between Paul and Roman. I said that this could be a plan between Heyman and Roman, and I was freaking right. I knew it. I knew Heyman was still with Roman. Why would they make the Bloodline shirt with Paul on it? Come on, why would they do that? So Paul is back with the Bloodline, as of what I got from it, which was pretty obvious. I mean, what they were trying to show, I would assume what they were trying to show is Heyman's back with the Bloodline, back with Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman basically screwed over Brock Lesnar, making him lose the match. And yeah, after that, Bobby Lashley, I think he hit a spear. Or no, I don't even think did he hit a spear? I don't know. But after that, after Roman Reigns' big impact with the title, Bobby Lashley ends up pinning Brock Lesnar. We got a new WWE champion in Bobby Lashley. So Bobby Lashley's the WWE champion now, which, I mean, he was WWE champion. It feels pretty recent, that he was WWE champion. So I'm not too excited about that. Like, if he didn't win the WWE championship a couple months ago, I'd be more excited. I'd be like, oh, Bobby Lashley's WWE champion. That's pretty cool. And Bobby Lashley winning the title, it was overlooked. It was very overlooked, in my opinion, by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the camera was on Reigns. People were focusing on Roman Reigns. Commentators were talking about Roman Reigns. Who does Lashley even face at WrestleMania? I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? But yeah, I feel like Lashley's title win was overlooked by just Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, like the face, the body of Roman Reigns. It was just overlooked. Cameras were on him. Everybody was looking at him. Commentators were talking about Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman. Nobody was really talking about Lashley. So I thought that was a little odd. But I mean, I can understand because, dang, Heyman's back for Roman. Gosh. Yeah, and who does Lashley face at Mania? Because what happens in the men's freaking Royal Rumble match what I'm about to talk about, yeah. Men's Royal Rumble. By the way, what did I think of the Lashley and Brock match? If I were to rate it out of 5, I'll probably give it being generous, I'll probably give it a 3 out of 5. Being generous. Men's Royal Rumble. Sorry, my lips are getting a little dry. Okay. Men's Royal Rumble match. Yeah, I was disappointed. Oh crap! Thank you so much. What a G. Before I jump into the men's Royal Rumble match, Noah, you are such a beast. Holy crap! It is late. I'm a little tired, so I forgot one match. Edge and Maryse going up against. No, Edge and Maryse. Miz and Maryse going up against Edge and Beth Phoenix. This match was okay. I mean, it was your typical Miz and Maryse going up against another husband and wife feud. I wasn't really a fan of the feud, as you guys know. If you guys watched the Recon review, you would know that I wasn't really the biggest fan of the feud. So, yeah. But, yeah, that match happens. Some decent controversy here and there. Maryse used her purse again on Beth, but it didn't work this time. Miz hit a skull crusher finale on Edge, almost picking up the victory. But as far as it goes, it was a basic mixed gender tag match, nothing too special. Edge and Beth ended up picking up the victory, pretty obvious. And yeah, there's really nothing else to talk about that one. To be honest, there's really nothing else to talk about with that one. Edge and Beth won. Simple as that, basically. Yeah. That's basically it, honestly. As far as that match goes, 2 out of 5. It was okay. Had me bored. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching this with friends, too, and normally that makes freaking watching wrestling better. But, like, this show, we all agreed was just, like, this thing's mid. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Moving into the men's Royal Rumble now. Number one was AJ Styles. Dude, AJ Styles was number 1, dude. And I thought to myself, and so did Noah, he's like, oh my gosh, last year Edge won at number 1 too. Will we see, because our prediction was AJ Styles to win. So we're like, oh my gosh, are they going to do back-to-back winning at number 1? I was like, oh my gosh, I highly like think that, like, you know, AJ Styles is going to win this match. Match was mid. Very mid, in my opinion. It was a Royal Rumble match with basically no surprises whatsoever. Number 2 was Shinsuke Nakamura. They had some okay action. Johnny Knoxville came out. Really nothing special. The only thing he's there is to promote his little movie coming out. Sami Zayn, I believe, yeah, Sami Zayn ended up eliminating him, giving a little revenge there. Trying to think of some other things that happened. A bunch of just regular guys from the main roster come out. Madcap Moss, Corbin, Ridge Holland, Sheamus. Drew McIntyre was back after the assault from Corbin Moss. That was pretty cool. Technically a return, but I wouldn't really consider that a return. He's only been gone for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks. There hasn't really been anything crazy ever since day 1, basically. Which has maybe not even a month. AJ should have won the match. That's all I'm saying. AJ Styles, he should have won the match. I think it would have worked way better. But yeah, as far as returns go, like I said, Drew McIntyre, um, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. That idiot was in the Rumble, as you guys know. Again, if you guys watched the Week in Review, you guys know I'm not a fan of Bad Bunny, so I wasn't happy and thrilled to see him. I hate that I'm just bashing on the Royal Rumble, because Royal Rumble was like one of my favorite pay-per-views. Oh, I feel so bad. But like, I mean, the show was bad, dude. Bad Bunny was there. That was weak. I mean, he did a Canadian Destroyer. That was pretty cool. He did it at Mania too, though. What else we got? Who else? Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon was in there. He made a little pop out. That kind of got spoiled for me on Instagram, though. Kind of knew he was popping out. I don't know where Shane McMahon goes after this. Is he going to be on the main roster? What is he going to be doing? You guys have any ideas on the live chat? Drop them down. But, yeah, the crowd after AJ got eliminated. Literally dead silent. Everybody's like... Literally, me and Noah, we looked at each other, we're like... I don't care who wins now. Number 30 comes around after Shane. And yeah, there's Shane, Drew, technically, and Bad Bunny are basically the only surprises. And then, yeah, no NXT superstars. That was a little shocking to me. Yeah, you're right. No NXT stars in there, which I was fine with. Keep them in NXT 2.0. Reaction Ronda Rousey, I called it. That's all I'm saying. Was I too thrilled? I mean, I predicted that she'd win, but did I want her to win? Not really. Look at that Punk flag back there, guys. Room tour video is coming soon. But number 30 comes around. Brock Lesnar. The man that took an L against Bobby Lashley earlier in the show because of Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar goes ham, eliminating everybody. Coming to the last two participants, Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. Back in my mind, I'm like, Drew could win, but it's gonna be Lesnar. Lesnar ends up dumping Drew McIntyre over the top rope. Yeah, Ricochet did get destroyed by Omos. I'm glad Omos got eliminated. He wasn't as dominant as I thought he was going to be, so that's good. AJ Styles was the ultimate reason Omos got eliminated, which I thought was awesome. But yeah, Brock Lesnar eliminates Drew, picks up the victory. Yeah, Brock Lesnar wins the match. It reminded me of Money in the Bank when Brock Lesnar just ran down, wasn't even in the match, ran down, climbed up the ladder, and grabbed the briefcase. That's what it reminded me of when Lesnar won Money in the Bank. Wrestling Figure Me with the $5 no-no. They should have made the Lesnar win less predictable with a stacked final six, but it was nothing but mid-carders, Bad Bunny and Drew. I feel that, dude. I really do. Like, if you had, like, some more higher-up dudes in the end with Brock to keep us thinking. But once Lesnar come out, because there was nobody in that ring. Who was in the ring? Shane, Bad Bunny, Drew. I'm like, Randy, Riddle. I was just like, hold on, Mom. Hold on one second. Get out.
You talking to somebody?
I'm just doing a live stream. Yep.
Oh, what do you call it? This late? People are up?
Oh, I'm just doing like a raw reaction result video.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. I'm sorry. Sorry I interrupted you. Oh, nice and warm. All right. You like your bed and your room and all that good
Heck
stuff?
yeah.
All right. You got the fan on, you're hot?
Oh, it was on for them. It was getting a little warmer here with all of us. Yep.
All right, Bella, get some sleep.
Good, Mom.
Enjoy sleeping in.
I will. Good, Mom. All right. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Royal Rumble. Yeah, so Lesnar, I do agree though. If there was a more stacked men in the end with Lesnar to keep us thinking, but no, once Lesnar popped out and I saw the rest of the guys in the ring, I'm like, oh yeah, Lesnar, yeah. We knew right away. Before Lesnar even came out, the number 30 was gonna win because everybody in the ring, I was just like, no. Randy, Riddle, just like no. Guys that I'm just like, no. Like they got a tag team thing going on. It's just like nah. Brock Lesnar wins. And like I said, It reminded me of him at Money in the Bank. But yeah, guys, Lesnar comes running down, wins. Wasn't too thrilled about it. I'll be honest. But yeah, who does Lesnar face at Mania? More than likely, Roman Reigns. Because yeah, it's definitely Roman Reigns. What am I talking about? Definitely Roman Reigns. It's definitely gonna be Roman Reigns because of the Paul Heyman crap. How he turned on him, which I thought was big. I thought that was a little overlooked by a lot of the fans. I think that was very big for Paul Heyman to turn on Lesnar. It was a big plan between Roman and Paul, which I called it in my weekend review. Just go back a couple episodes and you'll hear me say it. You'll be like, oh, this could be a well-executed plan between Paul and Roman. And it was. So that's awesome. And yeah, that was really cool. But as far as the entire show goes, mid. Very mid. I know, Reigns versus Lesnar for the 400th time. Honestly, ugh. But Reigns and Lesnar fought at Mania multiple different times, and we're gonna get it again. That is crazy. It is crazy. Mania sign looked pretty cool. The Star, Dallas Star, that was sick. Oh my God, I forgot to talk about it. My boy N something, Feller something, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston. No, are you still watching, dude? Kofi Kingston. Oh man, I felt for him, dude. Kofi Kingston comes running down. He's all jacked up. He's like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, oh, what's he gonna do this year? He always does something to make a miraculous save in the Rumble. He's getting ready to do he gets in the ring, brawls a little bit, gets ready to do a springboard on the outside, and gets ready to do a springboard. I forgot on who. Was it Dolph Ziggler, maybe? It was on somebody, besides the fact. He goes for a springboard. Somebody pushes him. Choo! Pushes him. He's probably 12 feet in the air. Boom, falls on the barricade. Here's the barricade. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. KO, was it Kevin Owens? His 2 feet hit the floor. His 2 feet hit the floor. Oh my God. I felt so bad for him. Because he was probably going to jump back to the ring. Big E came out a little later. Maybe Big E was going to be the one that helped him back into the ring. Yeah, I did see the Mania sign did catch on fire. I did see that. And it was like leaking like freaking lava out of the back of it. I did see that. I would assume everybody's fine. But dang, that's crazy. Yeah. So I felt very bad for Kofi. I was interested to see what he was going to do, too. What a fail. What a fail. Because Rod Zapata, he goes up to his ear. He's like, dude, you're 2 feet hit, dude. Like, I can't let this slide. Like, you're 2 feet hit. Like, I was like, oh my God, no. He's 2 feet hit. It was blatant. Everybody saw it. I was like, no. But yeah, Kofi didn't do anything. He was going to, though. But yeah, it was okay. Brock wins. Show ends. Show is mid. What did you guys think of the show? In a whole, out of 10 we'll do. The entire show, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Do realistic scores. Because that show was not a 10 out of 10. Like, nah, like, no way. I was disappointed too. Rumble was trash. 6 out of 10. Mania sign catching on fire is the perfect way to sum up this show. That's hilarious. 5 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I can feel that. I'd give it a solid 5. Good old half score. I'd give it a solid 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Only reason being, Doudrop Becky, didn't like it. Edge, Miz, Beth, Maryse, didn't like it. Roman, Seth match was great. Didn't like the ending. Women's Rumble, I thought it was good. Didn't like the ending. With Ronda, even though I predicted Ronda, I didn't want Ronda to win though. Brock Bobby, decent match. Ending was okay. Roman, But yeah, the Roman and Paul crap, that was some pretty decent stuff. I love the Romans. Anything surrounding Roman Reigns is always good to me. But yeah, and then Lesnar winning to top it off at the end really just had me like, oh my god. So yeah, 5 out of 10 for me for the Royal Rumble. You guys are pretty similar in the chat. A lot of people saying like 6, 6.5, 7. But yeah, guys, that has been the Royal Rumble results and reactions video. Not in a WWE action figure setup style. Way too tired to set one up right now. Thought I'd just do this quick live stream for you guys. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. This has been 2022 Royal Rumble results and reaction video from BrettO Live. This is going to be uploaded. This is going to be uploaded to the channel, so definitely stay tuned. Yeah, one of the most disappointing Rumbles. It's just no surprises, dude. Like, we were just waiting. We're like, okay, when's the surprise? Who's the big surprise? Shane? Shane ain't no big surprise. Come on. But then again, you got to remember they released like over 50 people like the past year here. So it's going to be hard to fill a Rumble, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they could have definitely done it a little better. But yeah, guys, that has been the results and reactions video. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Collection video tomorrow. I just want to say that now. I do have a premiere set on the channel. I'm doing this one in a premiere style. It's almost 2 hours long, so stay tuned for that. I do have the Ultimate Edition Fiend and Alexa Bliss figure. That video is probably going to be dropping Monday. And then, yeah. It ought to be awesome. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, this has been the BrettO Live results reaction video. I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.